Hanover Township is a township in Morris County, New Jersey, United States. At the 2010 United States Census, the township's population was 13,712, reflecting an increase of 814 from the 12,898 counted in the 2000 census, which had in turn increased by 1,360 from the 11,538 counted in the 1990 census. The township comprises the unincorporated communities of Whippany and Cedar Knolls, located just north of the historic town of Morristown and adjacent to the regional Morristown Municipal Airport. Hanover Township offers many public attractions including the Whippany Railway Museum, the Frelinghuysen Arboretum and the Morris County Library. Patriots Path, a wilderness walkway and bike trail that stretches for 26 miles, also passes through the township along the Whippany River. History. Hanover Township is the site of the first settlement in northwest New Jersey. New Englanders established a settlement along the Whippany River in 1685 near the current location of the old Whippany Cemetery on Route 10. Once the province of West Jersey purchased the land from the local Lenape Native Americans, the original county of Morris was created and comprised all of what is now Morris, Sussex and Warren counties. The counties were partitioned into townships. Morris's original township was Whippany, which itself comprised all of what is now Morris County. The name Hanover was taken from the House of Hanover in Germany. This namesake was given to the township of Hanover on December 7, 1720, as a sign of respect to George I of Great Britain, who was of the House of Hanover and who ruled over the American colonies in the 18th century. Since the creation of Hanover Township in 1720 and its incorporation on March 25, 1740, its size has been considerably decreased as the population of the area has increased. Originally encompassing all of Morris County and parts of Sussex and Warren County, Hanover Township became too unwieldy for a single local government to maintain. The township was subdivided into smaller municipalities that could provide more responsive local control despite placing greater demands on the local tax base to support new facilities for each. Portions of the township were taken to form Mendham Township on March 29, 1749. Hanover Township was established by the Township Act of 1798 of the New Jersey Legislature on February 21, 1798. Additional portions of the township were taken to form Chatham Township, Rockaway Township, Boonton Town, Mountain Lakes, Morris Plains, East Hanover Township and Parsippany-Troy Hills Township. During the Revolutionary War, George Washington and his troops often camped in, and marched through, Hanover Township. The name Whippany is adapted from the Native American word Whippanong, which means, where the willow trees grow. The old settlements of Monroe and Malapadize were consumed by development and what remains are two communities, Whippany and Cedar Knolls, which are roughly separated by Interstate 287. The Malapadize area of Cedar Knolls is primarily located around Malapadize Road, a section of Malapadize, even though it is in Hanover Township's borders, has a Morris Plains mailing zip code. Another section of Cedar Knolls is called Trailwood, which has a section of its land in a Morris Plains zip code, the area closest to American Way. The Monroe area of Whippany is located around Whippany Road and Cedar Knolls Road, marked by a building in the intersection named Monroe Hall. Until the post-World War II suburbanization of New Jersey, Hanover Township was a sparsely populated industrial town known for its ironworks and paper mills. This industry was driven by the ever-present power of the Whippany River. Over the second half of the 20th century, the township became thoroughly suburban. Lucent Technologies had a large facility in Whippany. The first demonstration of long-distance television transmission in the United States took place in 1927, with a transmission that went via wire from Washington, D.C., to New York, and from Whippany to New York using radio. Geography. According to the United States Census Bureau, the township had a total area of 10.727 square miles, including 10.525 square miles of land and 0.202 square miles of water. Unincorporated communities, localities and place names located partially or completely within the township include Balls Mills, Black Meadows, Cedar Knolls, Eden Mill, Horse Hill, Jefferson, Lee Meadows, Malapadize, Monroe and Whippany. Demographics. Census 2010. At the 2010 United States Census, there were 13,712 people, 5,308 households, and 3,790 families residing in the township. The population density was 1,302.8 per square mile. There were 5,526 housing units at an average density of 525.0 per square mile. The racial makeup of the township was 85.53% white, 1.01% black or African American, 0.04% Native American, 10.80% Asian, 0.01% Pacific Islander, 1.26% from other races, and 1.35% from two or more races. Hispanics or Latinos of any race were 4.59% of the population. There were 5,308 households, of which 30.9% had children under the age of 18 living with them, 61.1% were married couples living together, 8.0% had a female householder with no husband present, and 28.6% were non-families. 25.1% of all households were made up of individuals, and 12.9% had someone living there alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.58 and the average family size was 3.12. In the township, 22.2% of the population were under the age of 18, 5.5% from 18 to 24, 24.2% from 25 to 44, 30.0% from 45 to 64, and 18.1% who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 43.9 years. For every 100 females there were 91.8 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 88.1 males. The Census Bureau's 2006 to 2010 American Community Survey showed that median household income was $100,962 and the median family income was $115,341. Males had a median income of $76,766 versus $61,441 for females. The per capita income for the borough was $44,123. Census 2000. At the 2000 United States Census there were 12,898 people, 4,745 households and 3,620 families residing in the township. The population density was 1,209.6 per square mile. There were 4,818 housing units at an average density of 451.8 per square mile. The racial makeup of the township was 88.79% white, 1.09% African American, 0.05% Native American, 8.71% Asian, 0.01% Pacific Islander, 0.59% from other races, and 0.77% from two or more races. Hispanic or Latino of any race were 3.50% of the population. There were 4,745 households of which 32.8% had children under the age of 18 living with them, 65.8% were married couples living together, 8.0% had a female householder with no husband present, and 23.7% were non-families. 19.6% of all households were made up of individuals and 7.7% had someone living there alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.71 and the average family size was 3.13. Age distribution was 22.8% under the age of 18, 5.6% from 18 to 24, 30.1% from 25 to 44, 26.6% from 45 to 64, and 14.9% who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 40 years. For every 100 females there were 94.7 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 91.1 males. The median household income was $84,115, and the median family income was $93,937. Males had a median income of $59,278 versus $40,799 for females. The per capita income for the township was $37,661. Arts and culture. The township is home to the Whippany-based Hanover Wind Symphony, which was established in 1985. Parks and recreation. Municipal parks and recreational facilities include Bee Meadow Park and Pool, Blackbrook Park, Central Park, Malapadize Park, Township Community Center. Government. Local government. Hanover Township employs the traditional township form of government, with a 5-member township committee. The 5-member township committee is elected directly by the voters at large in partisan elections to serve 3-year terms of office on the staggered basis, with either 1 or 2 seats coming up for election each year as part of the November general election in a 3-year cycle. A mayor and deputy mayor are selected at the annual reorganization meeting by the committeemen from among the members of the township committee. As of 2015, update, members of the township committee are Mayor Ronald F. Francioli, Deputy Mayor John L. Ferramusca, Robert M. Bruenyo, Jr., George Frank Coppola and Thomas A. Ace Gallagher. Township Hall, which was renovated and enlarged in 2003, is located at the corner of Jefferson Road and Route 10. It contains all township offices, the Township Municipal Court, the Police Department and the Whippany Public Library. The 2014 township budget was $24,927,191.79, with a combined property tax rate in Cedar Knolls of $1.705 per $100 in assessed value and $1.670 for Whippany, reflecting differences in fire districts assessments. The township's NJ Treasury taxation code is 1412. Township services. The township has its own police department consisting of about 30 officers in addition to a public works department which handles the township's sanitation and recycling needs. The Cedar Knolls First Aid Squad provides emergency medical coverage for the entire township. Morristown Medical Center, a Level 2 regional trauma center, is about 3 miles away. There are 2 volunteer fire districts in the township. Whippany Fire District No. 2 is located on the corner of Route 10 and School Street. They maintain a swift water rescue team and a hazardous materials response team. Cedar Knolls Fire District No. 3 is located at the corner of Ridgedale and Mountain Avenues. They maintain an aerial ladder and the township's emergency medical services. The Hanover Sewerage Authority provides sewerage service for the township. It has a treatment plant located on Troy Road. Federal, state and county representation. Hanover Township is located in the 11th Congressional District and is part of New Jersey's 27th State Legislative District. Prior to the 2011 reapportionment following the 2010 census, Hanover Township had been in the 26th State Legislative District. New Jersey's 11th Congressional District is represented by Rodney Freeling Eisen. New Jersey is represented in the United States Senate by Cory Booker and Bob Menendez. For the 2014-2015 session, the 27th Legislative District of the New Jersey Legislature is represented in the State Senate by Richard Cody and in the General Assembly by Miller, J.C. and John F. McKeon. The Governor of New Jersey is Chris Christie. The Lieutenant Governor of New Jersey is Kim Wadenow. Morris County is governed by a 7-member board of chosen freeholders, who are elected at large to 3-year terms on a staggered basis, with either 2 or 3 seats up for election each year as part of the November general election. The Freeholder Board sets policies for the operation of 6 super departments, more than 30 divisions plus authorities, commissions, boards and study committees. Actual day-to-day operation of departments is supervised by County Administrator John Bonani. As of 2014, update, Morris County's freeholders are Freeholder Director Thomas Mastrangelo, Deputy Freeholder Director David Scapicchio, Douglas Cabana, John Cesaro, Catherine A. DeFilippo, John Crickus and William Hank Leon. Constitutional officers are County Clerk Ann F. Grosser, Sheriff Edward V. Rochford and Surrogate John Pecoraro. Politics in Hanover Township are decidedly Republican. No Democrat has made a serious bid for Township Committee since the 1950s. As of March 23, 2011, there were a total of 9,317 registered voters in Hanover Township, of which 4,356 were registered as Republicans, 1,606 were registered as Democrats, and 3,350 were registered as unaffiliated. There were 5 voters registered to other parties. In the 2012 presidential election, Republican Mitt Romney received 61.0% of the vote, ahead of Democrat Barack Obama with 38.1%, and other candidates with 0.9%. Among the 7,243 ballots cast by the township's 9,782 registered voters, for a turnout of 74.0%. In the 2008 presidential election, Republican John McCain received 60.2% of the vote, ahead of Democrat Barack Obama with 38.3% and other candidates with 1.0%. Among the 7,553 ballots cast by the township's 9,478 registered voters, for a turnout of 79.7%. In the 2004 presidential election, Republican George W. Bush received 61.2% of the vote, outpolling Democrat John Kerry with 37.5% and other candidates with 0.7%. Among the 7,312 ballots cast by the township's 9,226 registered voters, for a turnout percentage of 79.3%. In the 2013 gubernatorial election, Republican Chris Christie received 73.3% of the vote, ahead of Democrat Barbara Buono with 25.4%. and other candidates with 1.3%. Among the 4,635 ballots cast by the township's 9,849 registered voters, for a turnout of 47.1%. In the 2009 gubernatorial election, Republican Chris Christie received 64.5% of the vote, ahead of Democrat John Corzine with 27.0%. Independent Chris Daggett with 7.2% and other candidates with 0.3%. Among the 5,138 ballots cast by the township's 9,358 registered voters, yielding a 54.9% turnout. Education. Public schools for kindergarten through 8th grade. Public school students attend the Hanover Township Public Schools. As of the 2011-12 school year, the district's 4 schools had an enrollment of 1,493 students and 120.0 classroom teachers. for a student-teacher ratio of 12.44:1. Schools in the district are B Meadow School, Salem Drive School and Mount View Road School for grades K-5 and Memorial Junior School for grades 6 to 8. During the 1998-99 school year, B Meadow School was awarded the National Blue Ribbon School Award of Excellence by the United States Department of Education, the highest award an American school can receive. Students in 9th through 12th grades are served by the Hanover Park Regional High School District, attending Whippany Park High School in the Whippany section of Hanover Township. The district also serves students from the neighboring communities of East Hanover Township and Florham Park, who attend Hanover Park High School in East Hanover. Parochial and private Our Lady of Mercy Academy is a K-8 Catholic school operated under the auspices of the Roman Catholic Diocese of Paterson. It is part of Our Lady of Mercy Parish. There are also 3 private special education schools, the Allegro School, the Calais School and P.G. Chambers School. Transportation, roads and highways. As of May 2010, update, the township had a total of 77.54 miles of roadways, of which 62.47 miles were maintained by the municipality, 7.46 miles by Morris County and 7.61 miles by the New Jersey Department of Transportation. Interstate 287, Route 10 and Route 24 pass through the township. Interstate 80, U.S. Route 46 and U.S. Route 202 are nearby. Public transportation. New Jersey Transit offers local bus service on the 871, 872, and 874 routes, with service between the township and Newark on the 73 route. Until 2010, service in the borough was offered on the MCM 8 route, until subsidies offered to the local provider were eliminated by NJ Transit as part of budget cuts. The Whippany line of the Morristown and Erie Railway, a small freight line, traverses the township. Established in 1895, the line runs from Morristown and runs through East Hanover Township and Hanover Township to Roseland. Media. Radio stations WMTR and WDHA have studios and offices located in the Cedar Knolls section of the township. Name confusion. There is some confusion over the place names in Hanover Township, and this is understandable given the sometimes arcane usage of place names in New Jersey. Whippany and Cedar Knolls are place names for unincorporated communities. They each have their own zip code, post office and fire department, but are otherwise simply neighborhood names. Next to Hanover Township is East Hanover Township, which has a neighborhood called Hanover. Also, there is a New Hanover Township and a North Hanover Township in Burlington County, and several other Hanover Townships in Pennsylvania and Michigan. Furthermore, street signs and maps often do not identify Hanover Township, but instead indicate one of the place names. Residents of Whippany and Cedar Knolls have become accustomed to indicating that they live in either Whippany or Cedar Knolls and not in Hanover Township. Some confusion comes from the difference between neighborhood boundaries and the arbitrary zip code boundaries that do not necessarily coincide with municipal boundaries, resulting in township mailing addresses which use place names outside of the township. Whippany's zip code is 07981 and Cedar Knolls is 07927. Notable events. On January 5, 2009, 5 unidentified red lights were spotted in the night sky over Hanover Township and Morris County. The event became nationally known as the Morristown UFO hoax after 2 residents disclosed how they had used road flares attached to balloons to create the objects seen across the area.